should, like, point, baby, do what I could, like, point, baby, do what I should, like, point, baby, do what I could, like, point, baby, do what I should, like, point, baby, do what I could, like, point, baby, do what I should, like, point, baby, do what I could.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. The kicker, Blake Groupie, set to start it. And off we go from the Superdome. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
On first down, they give it right back to Swift. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now Swift. Here's a 3rd down and 4. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with the rookie, drafted in the 3rd round. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Right back to him on first down. Lots of space, past the 45. Down the sideline to the 20. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Saints. Touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. Blake Grupe comes on for the extra point. He knocks it through. Saints will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Swift. And some good running there. That's a 1st down up to the 43. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Second down and 8. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. It's Carl Granderson this time to make the tackle. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
On 4th down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Bears are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. They'll come up here 1st and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. A throw on the move is caught.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
A gain there of 16 yards. It's good for a Saints first down. Olave is the motion man. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll get about 5. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Back to throw. He's going to tuck it and go.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Got his man at the 6. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Second touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. What a standout performance early on in this one, and his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Inside the 25. Wow, out of bounds. Inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He brings it down to the 5-yard line, but now it is 3rd and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That's a short throw caught by Komet. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. A ball deep for the end zone. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up 3rd down. Here's Williams now to throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we come to halftime in this 2-touchdown game. We'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to it.
Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover. And it's actually going to wind up a 1st down. They'll stay on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. On comes Blake Groupie for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Saints extend to a 24-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. On first down, it's Swift. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Here's Williams. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down. Williams. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That's caught! And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Bears. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He's got it. And the Bears are able to cut into the deficit. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll stick with him again. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down. Now, faking the give. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up the key 3rd down?
16-yard pickup on that one. First down, New Orleans. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
The stop made by Andrew Williams. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
That one intercepted. He gets free. He's to the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Chicago. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
And he'll get into the end zone and get this one a couple of points closer. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick 6. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that is incomplete.
I think all of us up here in the booth were curious, how is this quarterback going to bounce back following the pick 6? And, a lot of guys come back and they're very conservative and they just want to dink and dunk because they're scared to throw another pick. Well, we found out pretty quickly. Not this guy. He's going to continue to attack the ball downfield, and he's looking to make big plays any chance he gets.
22 yards, the pickup there. It's good for a Saints first down. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
First and 10 now from the 36. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. Here's a run going left. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now give on the ground. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's got another one. Touchdown Saints. This big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead, and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
And this time they stop him short of the goal line. Touchdown a moment ago. No 2-point conversion to add on as they come up empty. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing is Williams. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down. To throw is Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And he will score. Game on. Rome Odunze. Touchdown Bears. Santos good on the extra point. And the Bears have cut the deficit to 5. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Handoff as they try to run it here. He's inside the 35. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. They go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. And he'll work this into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line, taken down after a gain of 5. So second down, and they'll run it. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock while keeping the ball on the ground?
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is first and goal. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So this one, a win for the Saints. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops for their opponents there. That is the difference in this one. And that'll do it For my partner, Greg Olson, for our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners, as we say so long from New Orleans.